Hi, I'm Anthony DeBundo here with my analysis and picks for the Sunday Elite Eight matchups in the Midwest and in the South region. First off, we've got Purdue and Tennessee, 2:20 Eastern on Sunday. Excited for this matchup. The only region with a 1 seed and a 2 seed matched up against one another, the region of chalk, came to be. Purdue, 3.5-point favorite against Tennessee. These two teams did play once before at the Maui Invitational in November in Hawaii. Purdue won the game by 4. They shot 48 free throws. And really, Purdue offensively has such a high floor because their free throw rate, their rebounding rate gives them so much room for variance because they get so many extra shots and extra possessions. And when they're hitting threes like they did against Gonzaga on Friday night, 45% from deep, they're pretty much unstoppable. But I think if you're looking for the formula to take down Purdue, you have to be able to take advantage of the fact that Purdue's turnover margin is quite mediocre. They don't force turnovers. Their turnover rate is outside the top 100. And historically, when you compare them to other 1 seeds, those turnover rate issues tend to be a harbinger of some potential concerns to get upset. The 3 teams they've played so far have posed very little in terms of turnover margin differential to threaten Purdue. Gonzaga, Utah State, not turnover-heavy teams that force a lot of them, but Tennessee is, and Tennessee can also take away the open threes. So you're not going to take away Edey. It's not possible, but can Tennessee make up for that by taking away open threes, which they do. They're top 15 in the country in open 3 rate allowed, and they're a lead on the turnover margin. They put a ton of ball pressure on the guards. I think that will cause some problems for Purdue. Keep this game within a possession. The officials are going to be a huge key. Can't have Purdue shooting 48 free throws if you're Tennessee, but they have the depth and they have the ability to take some fouls in the front court without going too deep into their bench. They have the depth to withstand Purdue, and offensively, Ziegler and connect in ball screens, I think, is the key. Purdue's off-ball screen defense, pretty mediocre. You can hit them in the mid-range. They gave up a lot of open threes in Big Ten play. Purdue's defense on the perimeter still has question marks. I think if you're looking for a way to play this game, it's Tennessee plus 3.5. Need that 3, though. Key to get over 1 full possession. And before I get into the second game and my analysis and bet for that one, a reminder that this video is brought to you by Bet365 as well as the picks. Bet365 doesn't do ordinary. That's why you get more boosts with them than with anyone else. Every day they power up the odds on hundreds of bets to give you a chance to win more by boosting specific markets, your winnings, and even parlays. And they don't stop there. Keep an eye out for the biggest and best odds with the Super Boost. Check out these boosts and why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Must be 21 or older in Arizona, Colorado, Indiana, Iowa, Kentucky, Louisiana, New Jersey, North Carolina, Ohio, Virginia, or 18 and older in Kentucky. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-BETS-OFF in Iowa. Terms and conditions apply. As we shift to the All-ACC matchup, a rematch of the ACC tournament game, which NC State beat Duke outright en route to their ACC conference title in the tournament. The line has moved a lot since then. It was 9.5 that night. Duke laid 9.5. Now they're only laying 6.5. And while I understand the market wants to upgrade North Carolina State, rightfully so, they've won 8 in a row. Let's also keep in mind that Duke has won 3 in a row and covered all 3, beating Vermont pretty comfortably, blowing out James Madison, getting the win against Houston. I understand Jamal Shedd's injury played a key role there, but NC State is vulnerable to a couple things. The first one being teams that have good shot makers. Now, NC State has benefited from excellent variance thus far in the tournament. Shot quality graded their win as a 16-point loss against Marquette. Marquette missed so many wide open threes. Duke has elite shot makers. They're much less likely to miss those wide open threes. I think if Duke is able to set their defense as well, they have decent matchups to handle NC State in the post. Their post-up defense is actually pretty good this year. So I like Duke laying the 6.5. I like Tennessee plus 3.5. Those are my 2 best bets. I think the market's overreacted. NC State, Cinderella run. Yes, it's been nice. It's been fun. I love DJ Burns. He's awesome to watch. But the 3-point variance will run out for NC State, and Duke will win and advance to the Final Four. Best of luck with your bets, and enjoy the NCAA tournament.